How to start a successful blog? 7 basic tips that you should keep in mind. If you put them into practice, your blog will get off to a good start. And since the road is going to be long, it is always good to start it with a clear direction, without hesitation. In this way, pursuing success will make a lot more sense. Let's go with those 7 tips. First tip: find a topic that you are passionate about. A blog requires a lot of sacrifice. You will have to write regularly about one or more topics. Therefore, if you choose a topic that does not excite you and encourages you to write, sooner rather than later you will abandon the initiative, throwing away your initial effort. You should not choose a very specific topic, such as the mating of the lame blackbird in autumn time. Many times it is better to take a broader topic, such as the topic of birds, in general, since it will allow you to give more play to the ideas you want to talk about. Narrowing down the topics is the worst thing you can do. If it is already difficult to find motivation to write new posts regularly, imagine if you limit your subject too much, causing you to not be able to write about what you want at any given time. It doesn't make any sense, does it? In short, choose a subject area that you know will not tire you. That allows you to talk about many different things that may interest people and in which your knowledge can add additional value. Second tip: know your audience. If I have not started to set up the blog yet, how will I know what audience I will have? Well, although the question makes all the sense in the world, the truth is that it is not that difficult to answer. Today you have a multitude of communication channels that can help you a lot to estimate the personality of your visitors to get to know them better. On the one hand, you have social networks, forums, and other online communities. Access them and look for information on the theme you have chosen for your blog. Surely you will be able to identify who the main actors are, the influencers, the way in which the topics are communicated, more or less formal communication, for example, and which topics like the most or generate more controversy. And don't forget about offline encounters either. It is very possible that in your city there are discussion groups on certain topics that meet with certain periodicity. Also, once you have the blog up and running, don't forget to study its analytics. Tools like Google Analytics can give you an immense amount of information. In addition, you will be able to create a portrait robot of your types of visitors, the buyer persona. The important thing is that you always be active and keep studying your audience. The better you know your audience about it, the easier it will be for you to generate content aimed at it and that add more value to your visitors. Third tip: use an attractive design. Your blog will be accessed by all kinds of people. They will take a quick look at your website, and if they don't like the style, it is very possible that they will leave and never return. Design matters more than you think. Do the test yourself. Very quickly make a list with 6 or 7 blogs that talk about the same topic as you. It's sure that you will find designs of all kinds, some more modern and others that seem taken from 10 years ago. The ideal thing here is that you choose a middle point. You don't have to go to the extreme of wanting to set up a blog with a design that uses the latest CSS and does 1,000 things with hundreds of animations. Another topic that is often forgotten is that of accessibility. If you use strange color combinations, it is very possible that a part of your audience will not be able to read your content easily. And keep in mind also that there are many people with vision problems who will need additional help. Don't leave them behind. It doesn't cost that much work either. Fourth tip: choose quality over quantity. How often should you publish new content? This is a very good question. And everyone will tell you that the best thing to do is post a new post every day. But the truth is, can you keep up with such a beastly rate of publication? Although more posts are better, their quality should not be neglected. It is preferable that you publish 1 entry a week of quality than 7 entries that no one wants to read. You will have to set the final rate of publication yourself. If your audience stops perceiving the value you generate through your content, they will stop visiting you. There's no more. So keep a compromise between posting more and posting better. It's not about posting more than anyone else, but about posting better than anyone else. Fifth tip: make yourself known. Starting a blog and posting content on it won't do you any good if no one has found out. The beginning of your blog is the period in which it is most important to promote it. You know, the beginnings are not easy and you cannot expect to gain popularity out of nowhere. Therefore, you must follow the 80-20 rule that I already mentioned in a previous post. In other words, you must spend 20% of your time generating new content and the remaining 80% promoting it. Participate in local events so that people know you. Mention your blog in forums. Create social profiles in those networks in which your audience participates the most: Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest. Get influencers to talk about you and try make this all seem natural. Otherwise, they can label you a spammer, and this is not going to help anything either. You will have to work hard, and sometimes it will seem like all this is not worth it as you will not see results immediately. However, in time the results will come. In many cases, the promotions will not take effect until even months later. You could say that you will have to simmer it. Little by little, you will get people to know you more, and your blog will begin to have the name it deserves. Sixth tip: be different. Think about this: why should someone visit your blog and not someone else? If you do not know the answer to this question, it is very difficult for you to achieve your goals. On the internet, there are millions of blogs on all kinds of topics. Yours is just one more. Differentiating yourself from your competitors is an essential requirement to succeed, because being different is what makes visitors stay on your page, remember it, and tell their friends about it. Don't do what everyone else does. Study your competitors and find differentiating ways to highlight your content. This is much easier said than done. But if you manage to differentiate yourself, the results you will achieve will have nothing to do with it. Seventh tip: be constant. This is the most important recommendation of all. Perhaps you are not the best writer in the world, or you do not know how to be 100% correct with the choice of topics that will be of greatest interest to your audience. But if you persevere and, whatever happens, continue to publish content following the recommendations above, it sure is that you will be much better than most. Also, over time you will improve. Just writing frequently will improve your writing and your understanding of your audience. Each time you will be 1% better, and if you add up each small advance, in the end you will look back and you will be surprised by the way you have traveled. Be consistent, persevere, don't give up, and keep going. If you want to achieve all this, start now. Right now. You will need time to reach the level of success you need, so the sooner you start the better. Do it now.